Hello, everyone. My name is Kinsey Arl, and I am here to give you a PowerPoint presentation on myself and the prompts that were asked of me because I thought a PowerPoint might be a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more fun with pictures to see and get to know me a little bit better than me just talking at you. So let's get started with some quick hits about me. I am from Wichita, Kansas, born and raised my whole life until I went to college at Monmouth College in Monmouth, Illinois, where I'm a business major and will be getting my degree here very, very shortly. I have been learning remotely the last 2 semesters because my sports seasons were canceled. And that's okay because I was able to get some really good experience in these 2 semesters where now I am the creative intern for the athletic department at Rice University. I've already created some awesome videos and photos for them. So if you're really curious, go check out Rice Athletics. I wanted to give you guys my Myers-Briggs personality type. I am an ENFJ. Um, I'm very outgoing. I'm very friendly. I'm very in tune with my emotions. I have a lot of them and I'm not afraid to show them. I wanted to give you guys a glimpse of the Kinsey outside of the academic professional landscape. I have a passion for outdoors. As you can see here, I love to hike. I love my friends and family so very much. They are the most important people in my life. And I love to laugh. I'm sure you will see me laugh at myself throughout this presentation. I wouldn't be here applying to the sport administration program if I didn't absolutely love sports. And I did play in college at Monmouth. As you can see here, this was after my NCAA tournament debut. And on a lower key level, I love to read and write poetry. And as soon as COVID is over, I cannot wait to get back to going to concerts. Moving on to the prompts you guys asked me to discuss, the most important issue in college athletics currently certainly is name, image, and likeness. That is a very large deal. But I think that issue overshadows a lot of other issues. And to me, the most important is the retention rate of athletes in Division III athletics. And I know it might not seem like a lot to you, but I was able to personally witness and personally experience these retention rates. And it is most noticeable in football, but I will say I was able to see it on my own soccer team. And per the NCAA website, it says when high school seniors decide to be Division III athletes, their choice illustrates their passion for the sport and pursuit of education. D3 athletes compete not for financial reward, but quite simply for the love of the game. D3 athletes are fueled by passion. They strive to do their best on the field and in the classroom because they realize the value of athletics lies beyond a scoreboard. And while this can be true, and I do think it is true for student athletes like myself that are very motivated and very good students, I think it can be difficult for those students who are at a D3 to just continue to play the game that they love. And there is no problem with that. But without compensation or without incentive of a scholarship, that will struggle to keep these kids in the classroom because for some of them their sport is what kept them accountable in the classroom, and if they don't have anything to keep them accountable in the classroom such as money and staying in school, they're not going to they're not going to play, they're not going to stay in school, and that is why the retention rate is very, very low. I just want to touch on that transferring doesn't always solve the issue. It can make it worse. Even if they go to another D3 or if they decide they just want to go to school in general, that largely impacts their mental health and their class standing and classes in general. And what makes me the most passionate about this topic is that the NCAA touts that Division III has the most athletes because they have the most opportunities. They give opportunities to play. How can we help Division III athletes? We are struggling in some way or another, and it always feels like we get swept under the rug. How can we help this vast amount of athletes? I'm very, very enthusiastic about my potential research topic and my thesis. I've done some undergraduate research regarding fan loyalty factors specific to the University of Nebraska football fan base. I want to know why fans are fans of bad teams. And me being a Nebraska football fan, I wonder the same thing every Saturday in the fall. But beyond that, I want to see how social media influences fan loyalty, if it does at all. And can fan loyalty be built upon social media trends and attention? Take TikTok, for example, trends go viral, TikToks go viral. Can we build a fan base out of those people that follow our viral TikTok? And if so, how do we do that? What excites me the most about a thesis track program such as UNC is that I will be able to apply this thesis to my career. I so very badly want a career in content creation, social media, management of communications, and I think it will highly benefit whatever college team I find myself at, that I will be able to apply sound and complete research to my job. Next, we have the impact I want to leave on college athletics. To me, there's two tiers. The first one is a more personal tier. The interpersonal tier is building relationships with athletes. Relationships have gotten me to this point to where I'm speaking to you. Relationships are at the core of who I am as a person, and I definitely wouldn't be the woman I am without the relationships I've built both personally and professionally. And with that, I want to create relationships through all 4 years of these athletes' lives. I want to continue to build on those each year, whether that's through daily conversation, whether that's through the content I create for them and working with them in that regard. I think relationships can help keep athletes on track, and to me, that's really important. If they need somebody to come to just to talk, whether it's about athletics or academics or personal life, I want to be there for them, even though that's not necessarily my job. I think it's all of our jobs to be there for the athletes. And on a broader tier, a broader level, I want to be a role model to young women who want to enter this industry. It's not necessarily an advertised industry for women, and it is definitely not the easiest industry for women to work in. And I just hope to be an inspiration or someone young girls, young women can look up to that can say, she did it, she loves it, that's something I want to do. So next is why me for UNC. And as you can read on the screen, I have some cheesy quotes to describe why. I am a very cheesy person, so I had to roll with it. A mountain out of a molehill, as you read in my statement of purpose and can see in my CV, I did not have a lot of opportunities given to me at Monmouth. However, I was able to make a lot happen out of these small opportunities. I went from taking a very small opportunity at Western Illinois University and doing freelance work and helping Monmouth College run their socials. I was able to springboard off of that and go straight and work for the Orange Bowl this last summer. And on top of that, I used that Orange Bowl experience for this fall to work for a professional sports team in FC Tulsa, and then springboarded off that to be where I am at Rice and be where I am at applying to your coveted program. I think that speaks a lot to my tenacity, my hunger, my drive. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make things happen for myself, and I will do it with all I have in my heart. And with my heart comes it just means more. I did take this from the SEC. I always make fun of the SEC to my dad when that commercial comes on. I just think it's slightly cheesy for a conference, but it very much applies to me. As I stated previously, I've worked for a pro soccer team. I've worked for college athletics. I've worked for a professional organization that works with college athletics. And to me, there's nothing like college athletes, college athletics. And the passion they have for the game, the love they have for the game, a lot of them aren't going to get to move on to the professional level. So they put everything they have, everything they love into this sport. And that's so exciting to see. That's so exciting to be able to capture for them. And I absolutely love being in that moment. As you can see over here, that was me in my college athletic moment. And I just want to be there for those athletes and help guide them to those moments. And last but not least, walk a mile in my shoes. I am using that to say I have a very unique experience, whether you consider it is the fact that I come from a D3, I come from a small school, so I have that going for me. I have that perspective, but also the perspective of all the experience I have. I have the research experience, I have the multiple tiers, the multiple levels to sports in which I have worked. So I just think that gives me a very well-rounded and purposeful experience and it will be able to provide a lot to my cohort, to the faculty, and to UNC sports in general. And honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I hope this helps you get to know me a little bit better, and I hope you guys Have a great and wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to conversing, interacting, and collaborating with you guys very, very soon. Thank you.